Hello everybody, my name is Leo and in this video we will profile the Soldano SLO 100 2020 edition with a Kemper stage. We will hear the profiles in action in a demo song, then I will describe the profiles I've done, then we will hear more sounds in a dedicated section of this video, and finally, as usual, I will give you my 2 cents. If you're interested in these profiles, you can check out the link in the card above or description below, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, as it would really help me to make more videos like this. Let's start with the demo song. Let's describe the profiles I have created. I have created 5 profiles, 2 dedicated to the overdriven channel and 3 to the crunch sound that I have also used in the demo song, respectively for the solo and for the comping parts. The 3 profiles dedicated to the crunch channel have the Soldano with these settings: normal channel gain to 8, bass in the middle to 6, treble to 4, and so on. Then the profiles differ in the cabs, the mics and the amplifiers that I have used. In one profile I use a greenback with an SM57 and a Chandler germanium preamplifier. In the second profile I use a vintage 30 cab with an SM57 and a universal audio 2610 valve preamplifier, and in the third profile I use a greenback mic with both an SM57 and a Royer 1-to-1, preamplified with a Chandler Germanium and an Eve 1073. I have also done 2 profiles dedicated to the overdriven channel of the Soldano, with much more gain in comparison with the crunch channel. In one of these profiles, the Soldano is coupled with a vintage 30, an SM57 and a universal audio 26010 valve preamplifier. In the other one, we have the Soldano coupled with a greenback speaker, an SM57 and a Royer 1-to-1, preamplified with a Chandler Germanium and an Eve 1073. For the profiling process I followed, you can check out the video in the card above or description below. I would just add that the profiles with the double mics have been done using my Universal Audio Apollo X16 that has a mixer that allows you to blend two mics, and then the signal of these two mics blended has been sent to the Kemper Profiler. In order to avoid phase issues, I have used this magic Royer dual microphone clip that allows the mics to be perfectly in phase. Now let's hear some more sounds, and if you're interested in these profiles you can check out the link in the card above or description below. Welcome in the more sound section of this video, and now we are gonna compare more closely the real Soldano versus the Kemper. Signal chain, I have my Third Classic Antique S that is going in the electroharmonic parallel mixer, where in channel 1 we have the real Soldano and in channel 2 we have the Kemper. As in the demo song we have mostly heard the overdriven channel of the Soldano against the Kemper. In this section I would focus our attention on the clean channel in the crunch mode. Also because being a less gainy sound, we can focus more on the frequency response, the level of gain, and mostly the dynamic range management of the Soldano versus the Kemper. You know, I'm talking about how the amp and the modeler feels under your hand, how they react to your touch, and obviously also we will check out how the Kemper cleans up and breaks up in comparison with the real deal. Now let's start matching the frequency response, then gain levels, and then dynamic range. Okay. The Kemper is a little bit more close in the high frequencies, where the real Soldano is more open. So let's add some high frequencies and some presence to the Kemper. Too much. Okay, now I think that they are closer. Let's check out the bass frequencies. So I think they are pretty close. I don't feel the need to touch the bass frequencies. Where in terms of gain, okay, I can hear a tiny bit of more gain in the Kemper. Now I think I've done the best I could to match the sound and the overdriven level. They are still not on pair. I think that the real Soldano is a tiny bit more pleasant, is a tiny bit more balanced, but the Kemper is doing a pretty good job. Now, dynamic response test. Well, pretty hard to hear the difference. Here the Kemper has the typical weakness of the modelers. You are breaking up and cleaning up a little bit more quickly versus the real deal that is more gentle. Even if here the Kemper is very close to the real deal, we have not too much to complain, I think. The real deal still retain the edge, but by a tiny bit. Let's hear how they respond to your touch. Well, here I have nothing to complain. So I'm very curious to hear your opinion. What do you think? Is the Kemper really close to the real deal? What are the differences that you are hearing? Let me know in the comment below. So what's your opinion? Well, in my opinion, these profiles are pretty nice sounding, and when you use them in your Kemper stage, you're gonna have a pretty all-rounded, compelling solution at a fraction of the price of the Soldano. You know, if I had to record my songs at home, and I am very selective with the gear I use for recording my music, I would still use the real Soldano. But for live situation, for jigging, I have no doubts that I would use the Kemper with these profiles. And what about the convenience and the value for money? Well, let's do some math. In order to record with the Soldano, I need the Soldano itself, that is a 4.1 grand amp, plus the two cabs I've used. And so you should add to the total another grand. Then you need 3 mics, let's say 2 SM57 and a Royer 1-to-1 for another grand. Then you need the preamps, in my case a Universal Audio 2610 and an Eve 1073 and a Chandler Germanium, so you need other 4 grands more or less. Then you need something like an Apollo Twin for 800 bucks in order to mix the 2 mics, and the grand total is gonna be well above 10 grands. Where, for instance, with the Kemper and my profiles, you are gonna spend around 1,600 bucks. So we are talking about more than 10 grands versus 1,600 bucks. Is it worth it? Well, let me know your precious and valuable opinions in the comment below. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did it, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and leave a thumbs up. It will be of a great help. If you're interested in this profile or in my IRs, please follow the link in the card above or description below, where there is also a link to a playlist of songs of mine. Thank you for watching, see you in the next video. Bye bye.